most important thing in business is honesty, integrity, hard work.
Ain't nobody gotta like me, I do better by my lonely. Gotta watch the things you doing, the people you call your homies. I just wanna kick it and live it up to the fullest. As soon as I spaz no bitches, I am the rudest. Bitch, I am the rudest. Bitch, I really do this. Best call your whole gang, cause they got you looking stupid. Don't you dare think about coming for me and think they ain't gon' come back. Fuck having a friend, nigga, I gotta watch my own back. Bitch, I am the rudest. Bitch, I really do this. I hurt your feelings, have your nigga moaning, oh shit. Yes, I am the go bitch, don't talk if you don't know shit. Best to move around, cause I ain't got time from that dumb shit. Now ask me if I give a fuck, if you don't like me. I didn't ask me if I give a fuck, if you do not like me. No. Ask me if I give a fuck, if you don't like me. Ask me if I give a fuck, if you do not like me. Ask me if I give a fuck, if you don't like me. Ask me if I give a fuck, if you do not like me. I know that you won't fight me, I know that you don't like me. So ask me if I give a fuck, if you don't like me. Cause I'm a raw bitch. If you don't talk nice, then I'ma talk my shit. Cause I'm a raw bitch. I'll take your nigga, have your ass looking stupid. Move around. I ain't got time for none of that bullshit, I don't fool around. Yo bitch be talking shit, but yet I heard she get around. Bitch is the queen of Kansas City, this is not your town. I got my niggas right beside me, they got 30 rounds. Best to bet out when you see me and I make a sound. I don't get how you don't like me, yet you stick around. Not stopping shit over here, K Roxy just move around. You a fool if you think I'ma let you snatch my crown. Best to bet out when you see me, bitch, you bet down. You don't like me, bitch, guess what? And I don't give a fuck. I'ma keep on doing me, cause it's like they show me love. Yeah, I'ma keep on doing me, yo niggas show me love. If you don't like me, I didn't ask me if I give a fuck, if you do not like me. No. Ask me if I give a fuck, if you don't like me. Ask me if I give a fuck, if you do not like me. Ask me if I give a fuck, if you don't like me. Ask me if I give a fuck, if you do not like me. I know that you won't fight me, I know that you don't like me. So ask me if I give a fuck, if you don't like me. Now ask me if I give a fuck, if you don't like me. I didn't ask me if I give a fuck, if you do not like me. No. Ask me if I give a fuck, if you don't like me. Ask me if I give a fuck, if you do not like me. Ask me if I give a fuck.
You already know what it is. It's the Proof in the Pudding podcast show, and I go by the name of Sion 919. I'm excited because we got the Queen of Kansas City in the building, Queen Royalty. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Yes.
All right. How you doing? Big things out here, yo. So, we already know you don't give a fuck. So, what inspired that track right there, the Rude Bitch song? Right
Period, point blank. All I'm going to say is people talk a lot. People always going to talk about you. People always going to have something to say, whether you're doing something good, whether you're doing something bad, whether you're unbothered, whether you're just not saying shit at all about anything. Even if you stand out the way, people are going to have something to say. But what you got to have is like, I don't give a fuck about what you talking about, what you doing, or whoever doing. But I'm going to do me. And I'm still win. And I'm still going to do what I do. Long as I'm chasing my goals and doing me, I ain't worried about nothing else. So I don't give a fuck.
Right. I feel you on that. You're definitely doing your thing. You're definitely doing big things, right? So let's talk about how you first got into music, because you're killing them. I see you got mad videos. You've been putting in work. So how did you first get into the music?
Honestly, I've been writing music since I was in elementary school. And then I recorded my first song at 16. And that same day, I had a show in Liberty, Missouri. And I went there and I won 3rd place. And I was actually the only female there, too, which was crazy as hell. Right. But, like, I won 3rd place. They wanted to take me out to Atlanta. But at the same time, I didn't have a team behind me to really, like, for me to do stuff like that at 16 years old. You can't really do too much. Right. So I couldn't go out there. But at the same time, like, I had made a promise to myself that I was going to chase my dreams and I was actually going to stick to this. And I was really going to do this. And that's really what I've been doing. Like, just following my dreams, no team behind me, just pushing myself. Like, music videos, studio time, like, this shit is expensive, especially with, like, personal business and stuff like that. Like, right. Honestly, I think I came a very long way and I got a long way to go still. And I can get better, but at the same time, I'm here and I'm doing my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a fact. You're definitely doing it. So let me ask you, no team, all indie, so it's just you.
Yeah, just me.
Wow, yo. So I salute you on that, because like I said, you can definitely got a catalog of work right there. You've been grinding. So let's talk about how many projects do you think you done put out? Because I was scrolling through doing my research on you. You've been putting in some work.
Yeah, like I have 3 projects out. I have 4 projects out because I have Spiteful Hate, The Queen's Return. Then I have my new EP Big Mad that's coming out, and then also have yeah, I think that's it. Oh, the Freaking Night.
Freaking Night. Okay. So yo, yeah, that's the thing right there. The Freaking Night. I want to get to that one in a minute, right? So let's talk about the first one. What was the first project, and what was that experience like going in and making that?
I did was The Queen's Return. Honestly, I just decided to add a whole bunch of summer vibes and a whole bunch of fun. So like that was really like the whole concept of my whole album actually, and then that's when I started working on the next EP of mine.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you real quick. So when you put The Queen Return out, did people already know that you was rapping? I know you say you had started writing early, but it's like, did people know, or were they surprised when you put the project out?
They already knew, kind of like some people in my city knew. I had a little buzz or whatnot, so like some people knew of me or whatever. And then like when I kind of fell back and started writing that album, I wanted to make it The Queen's Return, because like now I'm coming through, I'm coming out new, and I'm here to stay. That's kind of what like that whole album was really about. And yeah, that's how The Queen's Return came about.
Okay, what was the reception like? How did people respond to the project?
Honestly, I had a lot of good, like, Look at Me, I'm Popping is on that album.
Oh,
and
wow.
Yes, that year I actually got nominated for Best Female Rapper in Kansas City, and I was going to perform that song, Look at Me, I'm Popping. And I got a couple of dancers and all that because that was like the most streamed song on that album.
Right.
And I also had I Ignore 'Em, which is on that album too. So like I put it on SoundCloud, and that one had like 27,000 listeners and stuff, and that was just like reserved for me. So after that, I knew like my lane, you know.
Right. Yeah, that's real, and that's the thing. I'm looking at a lot of your stuff. You're doing your numbers, right? So you're doing it all by yourself. How did you master that, and how did you get your brand out there the way it is? Because I'm actually in North Carolina. You're in Missouri, so you're doing something right if you're doing it all by yourself. So how did you get your brand, and how did you get your name out there?
Honestly, like I just kept working. Like one thing about me is I make sure that I don't focus on what everybody else have going on. Like I make sure that everything is in my budget. I'm making sure that I'm working hard, like, cause you know I'm not up here yet. So it's just like I have to be humble enough to work at these jobs to be able to budget and actually get my start in my career. So I started working with different people in the studios. Then that's when I started working with different video photographers, especially like internet. The social media right now is just popping. So it's just like easy for you to just get different access to people. So like when I first put out my first music video, it was like Try Again. I put out my first music video called Try Again. It's not up now because somebody got into my account and like literally like took it down. Like that's another thing. Like keep your stuff locked up and keep your stuff like protected. All of your music, everything, keep it protected because people be envy, like literally. And I'm really upset because it's like I had a lot of more history that I had on my YouTube page. And it was literally from me doing talent shows at schools. It was from me writing my own music in the bathroom at 14 years old and posting my first like music video. Posting my first video on Facebook. And when I posted that, it was actually a remix to Monster by Meek Mill. Yes. I made a remix to Monster by Meek Mill. And when I made that, I ended up posting on Facebook to see the feedback that I got. And when I did that, I ended up going to the studio to record it and stuff. And then I went to Liberty to perform it. And that's third place. So Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope right there. Let's talk about the name. Like, where did you come up with the name, and what's the concept behind it?
Okay, so I didn't even like. At first, I was just calling myself a queen. Like at first, I was just calling myself queen, but I didn't go by Queen Royalty. I
Right.
went by Cece because I was so young. So like everybody was using the name, the swagger thing was
Right.
like a deal. So like Cece, my real name, and then I had to like put it together, and then that's when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna call myself a little something different because like I'm always saying queen in my raps and stuff. So I started to call myself royal queen. And then I just turned it around and flipped it to Queen Royalty.
Yeah,
And
it's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's definitely working. Even with the promo, even the picture on the flyer, you're sitting on the throne and all that. So it fits you. It fits you. It's a lane for it, right? So
Yeah.
now you're branding yourself. You put the project out. You win third place, right? You come back home, so you're motivated now. So what happened next after that? Because like now you got the project out. You're getting the hits. You run into a little hate. Like, how real is that? Before we talk about that, let's talk about that because you're a female in the game. You're doing your thing. How real is the hate? And does it come from women more or does it come from the men? Like, what has it been like for you?
Both is hard. And you gotta watch even the people around you. You gotta watch the people that your family. You gotta watch every single body because you may think that people have their best interests at heart. They really don't. And it's a lot because I don't think they thought that I would accomplish as much as I did with my name, and that kind of made them feel a little like off or whatnot.
Right. Wow. Right.
You see me?
I can see it. Yeah, you get.
Because okay, so I ended up sorry, people are calling me.
It's all good. All good.
Okay.
We're sitting here with the queen, yo.
I ended up trying to figure out a way how can I conduct myself in an orderly manner that I'm a little upset, a way that people are doing me, but I have to conduct myself as a queen.
Right.
I can't be out here acting crazy and going off on people as much as I want to. I have to distance myself from people and remove myself and love them from a distance. Because if you're going to sabotage what I have going on, then I can't mess with you. And I think that's what a lot of artists need to realize. Not everybody's here to actually see you win. Some people are literally around you because they know that you're going to get big. They know that you're actually doing something in your life that they're not doing. So now they're trying to jump on board what you got going on and sabotage it.
Right.
So like I really learned that, and it's really sad, but you just gotta find that place in your heart to be at peace with yourself mentally,
Right.
and okay with being alone sometimes because the right people will come around. Oh, they will. There's a lot of people out here, a lot of good people out here that I've met, and they're amazing. And honestly, you still gotta watch your back, but at the same time, there's really a lot of people out here that want to see you win, want to see you do good. Like a lot of my fans, and shit, you just really just gotta keep a positive mindset, for real, because people are really gonna try to push you down, but you gotta ignore it. You gotta, I don't give a fuck, okay?
Right.
Like,
That's a fact. Yeah. Hold on. I want to get your camera right because your camera's off real quick.
oh shit. Hold on. Oops.
Yeah, you got. Yeah,
Yeah.
you back like you never left. We could hear you, but it was no video.
Okay.
All right, so okay, no doubt. So you said people are trying to hold you back, and even being conscious of the people around you because they may not want success for you, even though they're around. They're only around to make sure that you don't make it to your destination. So now you're learning. You've been in there. You've been through some experiences. What happened next?
So after that, I took a break. I had to literally get myself together mentally for me.
Right.
Because it's just the hate is real.
It's real.
Wasn't ready for it. I'm pretty sure it's a lot more to come, but I've been praying every single day, because I want to be up here and I want to learn a lot more, but me conducting myself in that manner where people are going to respect me, I'm going to have to learn how to, which I have learned, to not snap and go crazy on people when they do craziness. I'm gonna just distance myself, remove myself from the situation, and then go along with that. So that's what I did. I ended up just kind of like deleting social media, delete social media completely. I started meditating a lot more. Um, honestly, praying a lot and writing a lot more music. Literally, like just getting off social media, period, and having to me. And that was the best thing I ever done.
Right.
I really do think that's the best thing I ever done. Reason why I say that is because when I jumped back into it, everybody was just like, "Oh, you're back.
Right.
Oh, what happened?" Yeah, because like I had to take that time to myself. But when I did come back out, now I got new photo shoots and stuff like that, new music coming out, and they can see the hard work that I put into it, and they can see that it's a different motive to me now. They can see that I've grown into, a young lady and a young queen that I am. And that's exactly what I want people to see, that I definitely grown from the 16-year-old to now the 21-year-old queen.
And that's definitely the thing. You're doing a lot. You've accomplished a lot more than some people that's been in the game for years. So it's like you come back strong. The reception is like, yo, where you been? Now they see you putting in the work, right? How was that feeling going from? Because sometimes that mental break is, like you said, is real, because it's like, yo, the industry and people snaking you and stuff like that, it can become overwhelming. So it's like you go through that, you get yourself together, like, hold on, let me pause. You come back better than ever.
Yeah.
People loving you now. Where you been? Now you got the work flowing. What was that feeling like? And then what happened? Like, I know that you just hit the gas on it.
I'm not gonna lie, it opened a lot of doors. It opened a lot of doors for me for working with a lot of people that owned like boutique. Now I'm working with Sugarfoot Closet. I'm working with a lot of different people. I'm even like my best friend, like he's amazing. He always there for me. My friend Fendi, always there for me. So it's just like now I have people in my circle that I feel like this with, because not only that, like my best friend, for instance, he's seen me go through this friend, that family member, this person, turn they back on me. Now they don't believe in me no more. Now they want to see me fail. They don't want to support me anymore. Da, 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 da. But yet he still stayed by me and listened to everything that I had to say. So now, like, it's way better, opening up a lot of doors. The DJs are seeing me out here doing my thing, kind of rocking with me. Shout out to DJ Street King. He actually been putting me on a lot of shows, and he's kind of been seeing that work ethic. Like I said, like me coming back out and actually putting in that work and showing people that I've changed, definitely was a good idea. Definitely.
And that's
So,
the thing.
if you are an artist out there, I promise you, there's nothing wrong with taking that time out for yourself to get yourself mentally prepared for the rest of the world, because you can win, and you can definitely, especially if you have loyal fans and fans. If you have loyal friends and fans by your side, they're going to completely understand. And when you do come back, they still going to rock with you.
Right. And let me ask, okay, from coming back from the break, being in and coming back now, what are some things you learned looking back now, like that you wish you would have knew when you first started?
Don't trust everybody. Don't trust everybody that comes around, because it can really sabotage your image, and it can depending on what kind of image you want.
Right.
It can sabotage your image, it sabotage your look. Honestly, it can distract you from your music. Even relationship wise, I would say.
Right, definitely.
If that is somebody is in your life and not trying to boost you up, to take you to the next step, to motivate you to do something, same thing other way around.
Right.
You gotta leave them alone, because at the end of the day, heartbreak can be a lot, especially with the hate that's already out there.
Right.
yeah, you're gonna have to like kind of like think about and get to know the person that you're with, because honestly, like I've been through that situation with someone, and I had to figure out the hard way that this person really isn't for me, and it's not going to work because he don't understand what I have going on as far as a career
Right.
and the hard work and the time that I have to put into that. And if all that time that I have to put in my music into my career, and you're not understanding, you're getting upset about that, then you're not the one for me. It's
Right.
literally about finding the right people around you.
The right fit. And that's real right there.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the thing. So your ultimate goal, is it to be indie or do you want to be a major artist?
I want to be a major artist.
You want
I
to be a
do.
major artist?
I want to do. I honestly did a feature with this female artist named Holly. She's a pop artist here in Kansas City, and pop is definitely different from what I do. So when I hopped on the track with her, it completely came like it was just magic, and I can't wait to show that to the world. Like everything that I've been doing, I've been wanting to go mainstream. Like that's the whole idea. That's why I've been playing with my voice, playing with different beats, and just kind of trying to find myself. Like period. Because I know that I can do better, and for me to go mainstream, I'm gonna have to have mainstream music.
That makes sense right there. That makes sense. So let me ask you, okay, so going mainstream, how important is creative control? Because sometimes when you sign the deal now, they say, well, we think you should go this direction. How important is your creative control and your brand and your image? Because they may say, okay, we like this, but we want you to look like that.
I have a mind, but me sticking to just one thing,
right?
I don't think I will be able to do it because of my creative mind. Like I like to listen to so many other beats, like pop, for instance. I just did that. That was just like literally something different, and I feel like it sounded really good. But I also do the hardcore hip hop, and so like it's just I don't think I will be able to just stick to that one thing. Nah, no, I would have to just be versatile. Like,
Now I feel you. So let me ask you, if you had to pick, right, one or the other, would you take fame or would you take success?
Success.
Success.
Now I'm not gonna lie, success, because that's the main thing. You want to be successful.
Right.
Fame is cool. I do want people to listen to my music, and I really want my name to be up and out there and stuff like that. But if I'm successful, fame will come with it. Fame will come. That come later. That come later.
And that was an industry question. A lot of times, execs and A&Rs, they'll ask that question right there. And the reason you answered it the right way for what I'm about to say. A lot of times people say they want to be famous, right? They say, I want the fame. And the label will say, okay, like, yo, we'll make you famous. You want to be big as Drake? You want to be big as Nicki? How big you want to be? And they say whatever, right? So now they invest this money. They build you up, right? Now you're a big star. Selling millions of records, right? But now you start looking at your paperwork like, whoa, I'm selling all these records, but the money is not adding up, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So now they look at you and say, you said you wanted to be famous. You didn't say you wanted the money. You didn't say you wanted the success. You said you wanted the fame, and we gave you the fame. So a lot of times it's funny to me because I've been in the industry for a long time. So we see a lot of these celebrities, and I'm not going to name any of them up there, but we know the stories. These celebrities, they get famous.
Yeah.
Everybody knows you. Your song's all over the radio. You got everything you wanted. But now you're mad at the label because it's like, yo, they taking all my money. I don't own my music. I don't own my publishing. But it's like when you sit down with the label, it's almost like an interview, a negotiation. And it's like, so when they said, yo, do you want to be famous? And you say, yeah, I want to be famous. They gave you everything you wanted. Why are you mad?
Right.
So your answer was, I want to be successful. So that means run me my money.
Run me my money.
I want my rights. I want to own my publishing. And I'm not about to be playing with y'all. So, yo, even though you're going the major route, you have the right mindset because it's like a lot of times you'll be surprised. 90% of the people I ask that question to, they say fame. But then later on, they'll say, well, you know, I want my money. I want to own. And you chose the fame.
Any real artist is going to invest in themselves. Any real artist out here is going to invest in themselves. But ain't no real artist out here investing in themselves if they know they can't make no money back.
Right.
So that's why I said I want to be successful. Because I feel like every single dime that I didn't put into my music, I'm gonna get that back.
Right.
I see myself going up, going up, going up, going up. You got to keep that mindset as an artist. You want to be famous? All right, okay, be famous. But you're not going to get nowhere if you just like not successful. You're going to be mad because you needed that little money in your pocket. Now you ain't got it, but now everybody know your name. So, I mean, what's going to happen next? But exactly what I said, success.
Yeah, that's real. And you're doing your thing. You're definitely on the right path. So let me ask you, right? Being an indie artist, you're a female, right? You got your regular life, you got your work. How do you balance the two? How do you balance the 9 to 5? How do you balance being an artist, writing the songs, doing the shows, staying glammed up? Because even though you still working a regular job and you out on your day to day, people know you. You got a buzz.
Exactly.
So it's like people respect Queen Royalty. So it's like, yo, what are you doing up? You know, you still that artist. So how do you balance all that and hold it together and not let that drive you crazy?
It's really hard. It really is. But like again, I said, like you really have to keep a positive mindset. I meditate and I also pray a lot. It actually just get me through the day. That's what I do every morning.
Right.
I do that and it gets me going and get me to the next place and the next place. Because at the end of the day, I'm very spiritual.
Right.
So like I feel like that just kind of get me where I need to be. And then I listen to a lot of music. I don't just listen to me I don't just listen to rap. I listen to like Floetry.
I like Floetry.
Yes, Floetry. I love Floetry. I can just sit and listen to that all day, listen to them all day, and honestly just get me through the day. And then I just find some type of time to get that rest in, and then back up in the morning. Honestly, listening to those motivational videos actually help. Like I listened to Steve Harvey. He has a lot of motivational speeches that he done, and he actually talked about how he got started in his life and stuff like that, and that actually pushed me to keep moving forward. And actually, he actually said something that was very motivational to me.
Right.
He said, reason why it hasn't happened is because you didn't ask for it.
Wow.
So you pray and you go to God all the time. Okay. But have you asked him for that? Have you asked him for that success? Have you asked him to clear your that negative account, that negative little sign in your account? Have you asked him? You gotta ask certain things like that. And when I did, honestly, it got me through the day. It definitely got me through, get me through life, period.
And that's real. I'm listening to you talk. You definitely got a good head on your shoulders. I can tell, like, yo, you definitely serious about what you're doing. And that's real and commendable. So let me ask, okay, now you put the first project out. You're going into the second one, right? What was different after you took the break and you're working on the second project? What was different going in making the first project compared to the second one?
Honestly, I can tell that my style has changed. I've listened to other female rappers like Lil' Kim, and kind of like looked at what they was doing, but like kind of changed and twisted my own little, groove to it. And I seen that every single thing that I've went through, I kind of put that into it. Everything I went through, I put that into my music, and I went ahead and just kept headstrong with it, like. So that's kind of like how I went through it with my new beat. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. And that's dope right there. You're definitely transparent and you're authentic. So let me ask you, what's your process when you're creating a project? Like, do you get the beats first? How do you go through your beats? And like, what inspires the record? Do you come up with the hooks first? Do you write your verses? What's your process for putting projects together?
All about a vibe. All I do is vibe. I just turn on the beat and I just vibe. I freestyle. I don't really know how to freestyle like that. Like I'm more of a writer anyway, but I do freestyle a lot of my songs, and when I do, I record myself I record myself while I'm freestyling because I can go back and change it up and switch it
Right.
up. That's kind of how I write, you know.
That's
So
dope right there. No, that's
I,
dope.
I can make some dope ass hooks too. Like
Yeah,
the
you
hook,
do.
I can definitely write a dope ass hook like that. But like my verses, I like to like sit there and just write and think about it a little bit. Yeah.
Right. And that's the thing. You got a catchy, real catchy style. It's like, I was going through and it's like, like you said, it's like the hooks, they stand out. But then it's like when the verse comes in, a lot of times, it's like you switch it up on us. Or it's like, it may seem like the song is going one way. Then when the verse come in, it's like, you spitting and it's dope. And I don't see a lot of people doing that. Like, how did you develop your style?
Honestly, growing up, my inspiration was Sierra.
Sierra.
Yeah, it was crazy. Her dance moves, her singing, the way that she was, like she's very seductive. And
Right.
she's like she just dope, honestly. And I kind of just took her style, and I also seen Nicki Minaj coming up, and I kind of just looked at how they stage presence, how they would just like come out with their energy. And when I had studied that, I was just like, okay, now I kind of know how to move on the stage or whatever, but add my own little twist because I got my own style. The
Right.
music is natural to me. I have my music is me.
Right.
My inspirations though, Sierra, Nicki Minaj, Little Kim. These are my people that I've listened to get that female image, popping. So, but yeah, this is me. This is kind of how I've done.
Like I told you, you're dope, yo. You're good. You're dope, yo. You're doing your thing. So you work on the second project. What was the title of the second one again?
Big Mad.
Big Mad. All right. So now you're getting your buzz, right? They're Big Mad. I'm guessing people Big Mad. You got people that you thought riding with you. Now you're getting the success. Now you seeing their true colors. Like, yo. So you put Big Mad out. What was the reception to the project?
Second project. You're talking about my second project that's already out.
Right.
That was okay. The Queen's Return, and then
Return.
Spiteful Hate. So we're talking about Spiteful Hate.
Spiteful Hate.
Yes.
Right.
Spiteful Hate. I was going through a difficult time at the time, so like I was already in that energy. So when I was telling you that I took that time to really fall back, that's when I did. I fell back into my zone, and then I ended up putting out Spiteful Hate because I feel like it's a lot of hate going on in the city. So I'm just like, hey, let me figure out some way for them to hear me.
Right.
And I recorded good enough because, like I said, I didn't feel like I was good enough for the city to mess with me like that. Honestly, I was just kind of like in my own zone. And, you always get a lot of people getting, you get in your head. You have your times where like, damn, like yeah, and that's kind of how I was, and that's really how I wrote good enough and Spiteful Hate. Period.
Wow. I'm gonna tell you on the show. I'm gonna let you know right now. When I heard Good Enough, right? I was doing the flyer, so I'm going through your songs. And I'm going through them, and I'm like, yo, she dope. Good Enough drop, right? And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. When I'm listening to the words, right? What you're saying, like, yo, sometimes I felt like giving up. It's like you felt like you weren't good enough, and then it was talking about money and stuff like that, finance and stuff like that. It's like along the way in them dark times. It's like, yo, the song connects with so many people, whether you're an artist, whether you're working, trying to pay bills and stuff like that. But then when the flow dropped, that's one of those songs where it's like the hook gets you in, where you vibing to the hook, and then you start spitting. I'm like, oh, she's eating for real. Right. Yeah. So to see the growth, now you saying, yo, okay, this is coming back from the break. I dropped Good Enough, right? I'm gonna tell you now, Good Enough is one of my favorite joints.
Thank you.
Yo, so okay. You put Good Enough out, you dropped that project, right? What was the response now? Because I'm pretty sure they start putting some respect in your name.
So crazy. DJ Khaled was the first one to hear it. Honest.
Another one? DJ Khaled. Whoa, slow down. We're talking about another one. DJ Khaled.
He was the first one. I honestly, this was really out of my comfort zone. Spiteful Hate, period, was out of my comfort zone because I don't like doing emotional songs and really talking about my life story because I get emotional. And even with that studio time, I was crying. Like, I was actually like emotional. So like, it was really hard for me to write all of that. And when I got on that live, because I didn't know he was even going to add me, I was just like, whoa, this is big. But the fact that I grew the confidence to have him hear that song when nobody else have heard it yet, and this is new. And the feedback that I got from him was really positive. And I honestly got that video. I saved that video too. That's up on my Instagram. He actually was vibing to it. He actually liked it, and that's when I put out the whole EP because I feel confident about that.
How does that feel? We talking about DJ Khaled, Mr. Another One. Him to put the green light, the cosign on you, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
How does that feel? And then I know that just gave you it was like a wind under your wing right there. Like, yo, I can do this for real now.
It was so amazing because he was so positive, so full of energy, and he actually listened. Like, he really just sat there and listened to me, and I feel like that was just a sign that I'm doing something right, and that made me feel comfortable to keep going. And that's really what's been motivating me every single time I go back and look at that video. And he added me a second time, actually.
Wow.
He was riding his bike down the street, and I was playing some of my other music. Actually, was singing Rubitch.
Right.
He was actually riding his bike down there and listening to it, and it was dope because it got me more exposure to new fans and stuff like that. And actually now some of them are loyal fans.
Wow. So let me ask you, yo. I hate to throw you under the bus in front of the whole world. Are you going to be We the Best? So is that in the making? We the Best? They're trying to scoop you up. You might be We the Best, and the announcement coming, or something we don't know about yet.
I can't say too much on that.
Right.
We going up from here. We only going up.
Only up from here, and I definitely respect that, yo. And I'm just teasing a little bit, but the thing is, yo, you on the radar, so it's if he's seeing it, ain't no telling who else is seeing it. He knows a lot of people, and he's definitely controlling a lot of stuff. So you're definitely on your way, and I know that's a big accomplishment. A lot of people, they hope to get to a level like that. So it's yo, for him to be supporting and showing you the love, and definitely even like you said, listening to the music, giving you feedback and advice. You can't put a dollar amount on that. That's priceless.
Literally.
Wow.
Literally, it was amazing, and definitely appreciate you reaching out to me. I actually been doing what I did another interview with Mo Pressure.
Right.
So the fact that they are here, but you're in
North Carolina. Yeah.
And that's amazing because that means you can hear me from over there and I'm way over here. So it's just dope. And I really appreciate you taking the time out to really, stream and listen to me and interview me today. This is dope. This is dope. And this is just history. I'm just saying it's history.
Right. So when you get on another one, you can say, yo, shout out to The Proof. And he was all right. That was a dope interview and stuff like that. But I know the sky's the limit, right? I know you got a project coming. You got shows tonight. You're busy, you know what I'm saying? I get it. You're one of the hardest working women I know in show business. So, and I say that in a respectful way. So it's yo, you got the Rude Bitch out, right? And then it was a project with that one as well, right? Not the Rude Bitch, Freaky.
Freaky, yes. Freaky,
right.
Freaky at Night. And I had that. So I was actually vibing with that one. Definitely out of my comfort zone because I was doing a lot of singing. Singing and rapping, my hooks would be singing and I'd be rapping on my verses and stuff. So if you could check it out, Give It To Me, I got that out on there and I'm singing a lot. So it's just really just playing around. But Freaky Bitch was boom, I need to go ahead and make a video today, and I did. And so that was fun as hell because it was a twerk song. So it was out of the it was different from all the other songs on that EP because all the other songs was really slow, and then you got Freaky Bitch on there twerk songs dang completely threw it off a little bit, but it's freaky. I'm not really so.
It's dope. So all right, yo, and again, you got some lyrics in that thing, and it's I had to scratch my head whoa, did she say that? I had to rewind it back, and you did, you said it. But I'm yo, it's cool because yo, that's we love that type of stuff when we riding around. It's we like that. So let me ask you, have you ever performed that song?
Huh?
Did you ever get to perform that song?
Yes, I performed that song a couple times and got a lot of attention, got a lot of more views. It's almost at 2,000 views now.
Right.
I just put that out last month. So
Right.
that was really, like cool. But honestly, like with that freak shit, Lil Kim gave me that push because I came out with Take His Money and Take
Take
His
money.
Money.
Right.
Yeah,
Take his money.
I came out with Take His Money, but the thing about it is I was not comfortable with saying them lyrics at all because like I had my mom in the studio with me that day.
Right.
And I was like, okay, this is my first time making this first song. My mom in here. I don't know. So like I'm in the studio and they just like, okay, like just relax. And I was just like, I'm looking at my mom like, okay, you cool with this? Like she's like,
Right.
your thing. I'm like, okay. But yeah, and then I started listening to a lot more Little Kim, and then that's when I came out with that more freak vibe. And then A Freak at Night came out. Boom.
Wow.
And then Freaky, bitch, then yeah.
That's another club banger right there. That's definitely a dope vibe right there. That song right there is definitely rocking as well. So it's like, yo, you're working on a new project as well, right?
Yes.
It's about to drop in a few weeks.
Yes. Next weekend drops July 25th. Big Mad. Be
Big
on all
Mad.
platforms.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we got 3 under the belt. We about to drop Big Mad on the 25th, birthday weekend, right? And I know you be doing it big because I be peeping. I be watching your page. I peep in and see what's going on. You got the big release.
Yes.
Let's talk about that real quick.
You're lit. Like I'm so excited about it. Like it's gonna be so lit. I have so many different artists that's gonna be performing, and I actually like reached out to them and I was like, just come perform at my birthday party because I've actually seen a lot of other talent than just me out here grinding. And I was just like, shit, why not? Why don't all we just go ahead and come together and throw something, you know? So
Right.
boom, my birthday. I was just like, yeah, come through, perform. So we all gonna be lit. It's gonna be a lot of talent in there. It's gonna be a lot of new songs that I'm performing for my EP because it's a listening party too. So yeah, we turn it in.
And that's the thing right there. Much success on that. And I know it's going to be dope. And I'm going to speed it up now because I know you got a lot going on. You got to be at the show in a minute. So let's talk about the show you're going to when you leave here.
Yeah. So I'm doing a show at the Velvet Freeze tonight. Actually, this guy named DJ Street King had put me onto the show, and honestly, it's gonna be lit. Like it's gonna be 4 other different female rappers there. So it's me, Queen Royalty, and 4 others. And I down to like show out. I'm ready. Like it's just go time right now.
Let me ask, how do you get in your zone? And when you're on that stage, what's going through your mind? How does that feel?
I don't think about nothing. I vibe to my music, like I really do. I vibe to the music so much that like I'm really kicking it with the audience. Like I'm literally kicking it with the audience. Like I'm just going crazy. Like that's literally how I vibe. Soon as that music turn on, Queen Royalty is out there. Yeah.
That's dope right there. So what can the people expect? I'm gonna tell you now, I'm definitely gonna have to get you back up here down the road because you're doing so much. And I just want to let the people know, even on the East Coast, so they can really get into it. Because I'm pretty sure once we play these videos, they're gonna be like, yo, who is that? Yo, that now they're gonna want to go back and listen all over again.
Yeah.
So we might have to definitely get you back up here again. So let the people know what they can expect for the rest of the year. The Big Mad coming.
Yes, y'all make sure that Big Mad is going to be here July 25th. Y'all stay tuned. All platforms. Queen Royalty Raps on all platforms. Yes.
Oh, right there. We got comments for you too. Star Mathis in the comments. Can you see him?
Looking amazing. Awesome.
You better do it. You better do it. And then we got another one.
Up is one page. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So all right. So tonight is going down. We
Tonight
got the release on the 25th.
Real Queen shit. On Real Queen shit.
Yo,
let's go.
That's real right there. They can follow you on your social medias. The best one is on Instagram.
Queen Royalty Raps. You can also find me on Facebook, Queen Royalty. Right. I'm on everything.
Yo, that's dope,
Twitter,
right?
Royalty Raps. Yeah, same thing.
And you said Queen Royalty on Facebook.
Queen Royalty on Facebook.
All right, that's a bet. So we definitely gonna put that in the descriptions and everything, and on the YouTube and on the Facebook live because it's streaming on Facebook and YouTube right now. So anything that we might have forgot, if you want to let the people know what's going on with that, and any shout outs you got, because I don't want you to be late for your next show.
Shout out, give a good shout out to my best friend, Petty Fendi on Facebook. Y'all can find him on there. I want to give a shout out to my mom because today is actually her birthday.
Salute
Happy
to her.
birthday, Mama. And then I want to say y'all stay tuned for the next weekend on Sunday, July 25th. My birthday. I'm turning up, and I'm also dropping that big project, Big Match. So stay tuned for that. Period. We up there.
Yeah, that's dope right there. Yo, down the road, you'll come back and give us an update. You'll come back up here again?
Yep. I'm with you.
It was pretty cool. It was all right. It was pretty dope.
I'm with you. Prove.
Yeah. All right. Yo, that's a look right there, yo. So before you go, yo, just introduce the which one we gonna jump to? We're gonna jump to Freaky Bitch. Introduce that one and you can sign off. And thank you again for coming through. Much love, much success, and we'll definitely be in touch with you, all right?
Most definitely. Thank you so much.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. This is Freaky Bitch right here.
Paving this shit crank.
Freaky bitch, you love it when I go down on it. Freaky bitch, you love it when I go down on it. Up, down, back and forth. I asked him, did he like it? He said, of course. Freaky bitch, you love it when I go down on it.
He gon' spend his money on me cause he ain't never had a freak like me. And my hands ain't touching my feet when we fucking you obviously pussy to me. Got that wet, got that juicy fruit. Keep this pussy tight, my shit ain't never loose. If the dick little, I can do that. He asked why I'm going, you my business, don't do that. I got a free mode, turn it on, it's lit. Like my glass of wine with the old school music, that's a whole damn kid. Nigga, now dude, you know what you doing. Some niggas don't know how to eat the pussy and all you gotta do is lick the clit. Don't know why they do that extra shit. Now get your fingers on my pussy, put your tongue in it.
Freaky bitch, you love it when I go down on it. Freaky bitch, you love it when I go down on it. Up, down, back and forth. I asked him, did he like it? He said, of course. Freaky bitch, you love it when I go down on
Look
it.
it all up, yeah, I like it like that. He be wanting to hit for the bit. Wet ass pussy ain't never had nothing like this. The way that I tighten my shit, be tryna go fast, my pussy be gripping that shit. As I go out cause he none of that quick. I got that swat, bitch, yeah, super wet pussy all over his face. I'ma make sure they eat the cake, so if he gets another bitch, she can get a taste. I'ma put his ass asleep after her dinner day. Make way for the queen, make way. I didn't come to play games, bitch, I can't hit a slate. I need me a tough nigga, real hood nigga. When I can handle my attitude, no soft nigga. A lot of niggas be bitches, but I'm not gay nigga.
Freaky bitch, you love it when I
Paving this shit crank.
Freaky bitch, you love it when I go down on it. Up, down, back and forth. I asked him, did he like it? He said, of course. Freaky bitch, you love it when I go
Paving this shit
down on
crank.
it.
Paving this shit crank.
Ay, queen. Ay, they ain't got nothing on me. Why you about me, little bit? Why you about me? What?
Tired of these bitches talking shit every day. Tired of my ex hit my line every day. They ain't got no life, I get this shit every day. But I can't entertain cause I get money every day. I get money every day. I get money every day. No, I can't entertain cause I get money every day. I get money every day. I get money every day. No, I can't entertain cause I get money every day.
Look, bitches be bored all the time. I ain't got time, got money on the line. Why you gotta be so stuck with me? Would you fuck with that bitch, go fuck with she? I ain't got time for none of these niggas. Always trying to fuck with my bag, nigga. Wanna threaten me? I got people that'll put this fast. Bitch, fix your attitude. Ain't shit about you, you a background prop mad cause you was seeing the music video. I can go on these boy bitches, not that. Queen with T, they gon' bow down to me. Come up so cold, I ain't hands out to me. I ain't worried about nobody but myself, that's me. The music is the only then they pay for my dreams.
Tired of these bitches talking shit every day. Tired of my ex hit my line every day. They ain't got no life, I get this shit every day. But I can't entertain cause I get money every day. I get money every day. I get money every day. No, I can't entertain cause I get money every day. I get money every day. I get money every day. No, I can't entertain cause I get money every day.
He like, Queen, how you want it? Niggas doing what I say. Bad bitch, getting money, they know I ain't come to play. Bitches talking all the time and they be smiling in my face. Smack a bitch in 1, 2, 3, just in case you forget the place.
Tired of these bitches talking shit every day. Tired of my ex hit my line every day. They ain't got no life, I get this shit every day. But I can't entertain cause I get money every day. I get money every day. I get money every day. No, I can't entertain cause I get money every day. I get money every day. I get money every day. No, I can't entertain cause I get money every day.
This boy got a hit.
Young 7 make it splurge.
Times I didn't have no money, I didn't feel like getting up. I mean, shit was getting hard, I just felt like giving up. City wasn't looking at me, thought I wasn't good enough. Had to cut some people off, I gotta keep my head up. Times I didn't have no money, I didn't feel like getting up. I mean, shit was getting hard, I just felt like giving up. City wasn't looking at me, thought I wasn't good enough. Had to cut some people off, I gotta keep my head up. Cause I go hard, can't nobody tell me shit, cause I'm gon' make it. I got goals in life and I got people hating, cause they see it in my hustle, they be watching all my videos, trying to get inside my head, cause I see that I am really close. Gotta be quicker than every right music all my life. Love me or you hate me, but this music is what made me. Ain't no reason to be faking. I be sitting in my room and I be really contemplating like, how come I ain't made it yet? I guess they just ain't see me yet. My nigga royalty and I'm coming as a fucking threat. Ain't worried about nobody, man, this bag is my concern. You was just another body, guess your lesson just been learned. They be out here fucking free, no that just couldn't be me. Cause if he ain't got no money, then he ain't fucking with me. Had to get my mind right, cause the people I had around me, yeah, they was out of line. All the work that I did put in, I deserve a glass of wine. Queen, yeah. Times I didn't have no money, I didn't feel like getting up. I mean, shit was getting hard, I just felt like giving up. City wasn't looking at me, thought I wasn't good enough. Had to cut some people off, I gotta keep my head up. Times I didn't have no money, I didn't feel like getting up. I mean, shit was getting hard, I just felt like giving up. City wasn't looking at me, thought I wasn't good enough. Had to cut some people off, I gotta keep my head up. A lot of people don't see what I see, I got a lot of goals and dreams. I love my city very well, but the city can't make royalty. Not cocky, but I'm confident. Times that I get in my mood, don't you judge me off no media. You don't see me in my room, I got bottles and bottles that I done drunk by myself. Try to keep my own head up, try not to kill myself. Every day I'm feeling real lonely, cause I ain't got nobody. But it's just best to be alone, cause you can't trust nobody. And they just mad I'm charging for features, but this is not a hobby. And it's the Queen of Kansas City, better have them all said sorry. I got a lot on my mind, let these lyrics tell it all. Times I didn't feel good enough, so I'm giving this music my all. Times I didn't have no money, I didn't feel like getting up. I mean, shit was getting hard, I just felt like giving up. City wasn't looking at me, thought I wasn't good enough. Had to cut some people off, I gotta keep my head up. Times I didn't have no money, I didn't feel like getting up. I mean, shit was getting hard, I just felt like giving up. City wasn't looking at me, thought I wasn't good enough. Had to cut some people off, I gotta keep my head up.